I'm Lynn Taylor, back again on Data Cabling Expert TV. Now, have you ever wondered why some projects go like a dream and others become a total nightmare? The secret to success is finding a good project manager who knows how to deal with any situation. Luckily, I can introduce Steve, who's a full-time project manager, to tell us the secrets to avoiding the project from hell. Steve. Let's talk about how projects usually get off to a bad start. What is it that normally rings alarm bells with you?
Well, a client from hell would be someone who would phone up and ask for a quotation over the phone without actually being able to see what they have on their existing premises or whether they're moving to a new premises. And they would actually ask us to just quote for something over the phone without having no understanding of what they actually do or where the environment is that we would be installing the new installation for them.
What do you do in those situations?
The best way forward for this would be to arrange a site survey to actually go and visit the client's tenancy, wherever they might be, have a look at the structure of the building and see how we could facilitate a new installation for them. You've got to understand the nature of the business, i.e., for example, if it's going to be a media firm, they would have high data throughput within their LAN. And looking at that, you would recommend a higher spec of cable, i.e. Cat 6 or 6A in actual fact, for that high throughput or bandwidth that they would require.
So give me some examples of project chaos.
There's all sorts. Other trades, if it's a full construction sort of environment, you would be working alongside other trades, so you've got to be able to fit in with a project plan if there's one in place. Sometimes there aren't no project plans in place and you have to work alongside other trades and just cooperate on site while you're there to get the job done. It may be if the construction guys who were doing the walls maybe got ahead of where we were at, and they might start putting walls in or containment where we would need to feed cables into walls, and if they zoomed ahead we wouldn't be able to get access to those walls at a later date. So we would have to adapt to that, and if they are moving forward at a quicker space we would have to send some guys there, to get the cables in, so we keep up to speed.
And who should take charge to prevent all this becoming a nightmare?
Historically, it's normally down to a project manager who's been assigned to the project to oversee the whole installation and facilitate everything from the actual building works to the data install to the plumbing, for example, or the electrics. It could vary from site to site, client to client. Sometimes the clients would actually take on this role themselves.
So when customers change their plans, how do you avoid difficulties?
Clients do make changes. There are projects that within time or along the process of the project, they do change. They naturally change for whatever reason it may be. There might be a move in location of areas within the building which they want to change, or where they want to move people. They might decide to make an area a T-point now and they want to put some screens up. It can be vast and varied. But yeah, we would accommodate that and we would go along with the client and make the changes as necessary.
And finally, Steve, what project methods do you use to deliver to time and budget?
At the beginning of a project, what we would do is we'd start a documentation pack, and within that there would be milestones or checklists we would follow. One of the best things about this is we would issue this to the engineers or the guys on the ground as well, so as they reach those milestones they can also tick off where they are, so we know, or I know as a project manager, we know exactly where we are within that project. And the other good thing about that is it provides an audit trail as to when these items are ticked off, whether it be the first fix, second fix, whether it's variations between different floors or backbone cabling, and we know where we are and we can work from there to produce the overall final package for the client.
Thanks, Steve. There you go. If you want to avoid the project from hell, don't just ring and ask for a quote. Always get a proper site survey done. Brief the supplier on your business applications and needs. Make sure you have an overall project manager to coordinate and that the cabling contractor gets regular updates on the schedule, and ensure everyone's working on a common project plan with change control. And that's how you avoid the data cabling project from hell. So that's it for this week. Join me, Lynn Taylor, for more expert advice on Data Cabling Expert TV.